Welcome back to the Sneak This, your weekly podcast on sneakers, sports, culture, and other nonsense. Made by sneakerheads for sneakerheads. Find the podcast streaming on iTunes, Google Play Music, Stitcher, YouTube, and on the website, which is updated daily at www.thesneakdis.com. Get at us on Twitter at @the_sneakdis, Instagram at @thesneakdis, and check out the Facebook page, The Sneak This Podcast. And now, on to the Sneak This.
Follow us or else.
Yo, episode 22. Greg, Ryan,
Sir.
George,
8.
back in the building. We back.
back.
I've been waiting. Appreciate y'all waiting every Thursday. Waiting for this every Thursday morning. Right now it's Wednesday. Pickups, anybody?
Got no pickups.
No pickups. George, any pickups?
I picked something up.
Well, if you want to say what you picked up, knock yourself out.
Both picked up.
Actually, it wasn't mine.
I didn't pick up anything.
Y'all both picked up some big ticket items.
Not me.
Not you?
Nope.
Picked up a new transmission.
Nope. Actually, well, I didn't have to, but the Charger is back on the streets.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Okay, good.
Oh, are you done? No, you the one about to tell my joke. You big pickup.
No, I wasn't gonna say anything. I just said I picked something
Man.
up. It wasn't a shoe.
Today
I cleaned some shoes. I think
Rejuvenator?
I did not rejuvenate them.
I gotta clean some shoes, bro.
I should have used the brushes.
I gotta clean some shoes, man, because I tore them up in Atlanta.
I got $80 for those Red Independence Days right
smoking.
now. Yeah, you
Wait, hold on, wait.
They'll be DS
You
tonight.
sent us a picture of that, right?
Them beat up.
I thought you were wearing those Yeezys when you sent that one picture.
I was wearing Yeezys at one point, and then I took them off.
Hey, look at him, no rich. No?
Dang.
You sent us a
two
picture of
shoes.
wearing Yeezys.
You took 2 shoes on a 24-hour jaunt.
Like 3
the
shoes.
same night. No, I'm not talking about like you could have worn something like on the plane. Then then when you changed.
Yeah,
then
but
you
we went to
next
like
day.
a spot in Atlanta that we didn't know the rules. Like we didn't know like what's the dress code. We didn't know what to do. And of course, like,
There are no rules in Atlanta.
and then we go, and then
He doesn't want to speak on it.
you had chill. And then we go to one of those spots, and it's like, oh yeah, you know this, know that, but you go there, everybody got on hats, everybody got on shorts, everybody got on t-shirts. So I was like, man. Well, luckily we still wore whatever we wanted to wear, anyways. But we turned. What we talking about today? Simple.
Talking about NFL, the NFL preview Sneak This style. I guess since none of us have pickups, we can talk about what's coming out. There's a ton of Ultra Boost coming out. The metal
Wait,
pack.
we talk about all the NFL.
No, we're going to talk about the NFL preview for AFC and NFC West teams.
So we're gonna be doing this next few episodes. Next week we'll talk about 2 other
Conferences?
whatever divisions.
Division, sorry.
I'm a little upset. I forgot what I was going to say. I'm upset. That's all I know.
You're upset.
What's dropping?
This
the
weekend,
price of the Ultra Boost gold medal pack. That's what I was gonna
$200.
say. I'm upset about that.
Yeah, we can get to that.
$200.
Did you buy some?
No. They came out on... I got the tweet from
I didn't even know they
Karmaloop
came out.
about them. The gold medal pack and the multis dropped on Karmaloop. I was going to buy the multis and
I clicked
them
on like
again.
finish line like 20, 30
I missed them
minutes.
again, bro.
I clicked on finish line like 20, 30 minutes after the release, and there was still like a 9.5 and a 10 left in the gold medal ones. And then went to a meeting at work. The Adidas release came out. I assume Adidas would have the most pairs. Came back maybe an hour later, 30 minutes later, whatever it was, and the thing was completely removed from the website. They didn't even say sold out. So
I didn't even know they dropped today. I thought it was tomorrow. I had all the links to every single store, everything, and
Tomorrow is every NMD ever made.
all right. So what's coming
all
out?
the like, something is wrong with Twitter, or I don't know if it's like specific accounts, because the ones I normally get the like notification from that stuff is releasing,
Coming late.
it's not even, no, it's not working at all. I don't know if it's their account, because I've unfollowed them, followed them. I did all the like Twitter.
I've noticed that like some of my like I don't get as many 404
Something's wrong,
texts
no?
as
I don't
I
even
used
get
to.
a lot of them either, but I thought I turned a bunch off.
I did this thing, like, went through the troubleshooting thing that Twitter told me to do. Still didn't work. Not to cuss them out, no.
You might have to. The only other things that come out this weekend, the Flyknit Racers, the Volt, coming out.
Suck.
No, I'm not. I have some.
They sent me one of
Flyknit
them things
racers.
on the Nike app. We reserved a pair for you, man.
I love Flyknit racers,
Coming
but
out
I got
straight.
too many Flyknit racers.
I like Flyknit racers, but them joints are overpriced for what they are.
Overpriced. If they were $49.99, I'd probably cop them.
Now those ones I sent you in the thread, them like all black ones or whatever, where you can't even really see the swoosh, just like all black with a white sole. If those come out, might have to cop
When
those.
did you send that?
You're gonna cop
I don't remember
doubles.
that.
What
You know
else?
what I'm talking- You know what I'm talking about? I sent it to the thread. It might have been like last week or earlier this week.
Better
but I
find
sent
it. Resend that. And the only other thing is the Olympic Jordan 5s, which I've heard actually good things about it.
I don't know why a lot of people are trying to buy those.
A lot of people are trying to buy them.
Suck. You just said in the thread the other day, whatchamacallits were sitting somewhere, and then I was literally in the store in Finish Line last night on the shelf
Metallic 5s.
Metallic 5s are sitting and
with the
those
Nike
sell out.
Air on the back.
Oh yes, if those sell out over Metallic 5s, then
I mean, people I know who like haven't copped in months are like, "Oh, I'm definitely going for those." I'm like, going for them? You just go in the store and grab them. Like, do stores still do raffles and stuff?
I'm sure
I
they
don't
do.
anything like Chic
I
and
don't
all
know.
that. I haven't seen anybody post a Chic code or a raffle thing.
Honestly,
forever.
I'm sure
Ever since-
Foot Locker is still doing stuff for like Yeezys and
Yeah.
stuff
Well, yeah,
like-
I mean like.
Just
Yeah,
Jordan
like Metallic Fives. Did they do anything for Metallic
I have
Fives?
no idea. But ever since Sneakers app came out, I mean, if I
That's
don't
it.
get on Sneakers app, like I don't.
Well, even when Sneaker Apps came out,
Yeah,
there was
you buy
still
it
some that we
afterwards.
tried.
I do,
No,
but everything sits around. So
We
I, buy it
would-
afterwards.
we
I haven't
would-
signed up for a raffle since the 11s.
11 what?
The last 11s that came
Did
out.
you buy the lows?
Which ones
Did
is
anyone
that?
buy the lows on the restock?
You talking about 7210s?
Yeah, that was the last like raffle I signed up
I
for.
don't know about
Oh, I
that.
thought you were talking about red.
We don't go do raffles, but we like wait in Facebook groups to people post.
Oh yeah, like
Sheet
that.
codes.
Those raffles.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. I
But
put a
I mean,
ticket
like
in
actually go to a store.
Oh yeah, no.
Well, hold on. So no one, you guys ain't cop Navy 11 lows, whatever with the gum bottom?
Yeah, I did, but I didn't
On the original
sign up for a
release or
raffle.
just recently?
No, on
He
the
got
original
them out
release.
like Steven Shoes.
Yeah,
didn't you?
Steven Shoes.
Oh, all right. What about the red one?
The red one I got on .com, and one pair at Stevens, and one pair from an unnamed source.
3.
Bruh, you didn't talk about it in here.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he did.
Not 3.
Yeah, I
Not
did.
3. I think at the time he talked about he only had 1. No, he had 2 at the time. He had got 1 from Nike and said he got a size 10 from Steven Shoes.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're out of control.
And one from a.
Is it
source
because
that
both
remain
shoes
unnamed.
match that hat?
Although I'm not gonna lie, the white and red ones.
Nah, the
they
blue
look
and gum is better.
No, they look a little different. I think these white and reds that just the white and red 11 lows now cherry whatever look better than the original ones.
Oh, I thought you were about to say the blue.
Oh, no.
Anything
I-
with gum
I never-
bottom, that's
Something that
like
looks-
kind of
yeah.
dope.
I mean, the gum navy ones are dope, but they're just like I don't know how.
I've never seen them in person
wear 'em.
yet.
Yeah, they're like.
Hey, I did see those. I was telling you about the. I don't know. It was like a couple weeks ago. I was like, the next thing I'm gonna buy is some Vans. They have the old school monochromes or whatever they
yeah.
are in the store
Those
out
tight.
in Champs. Vans last night.
Yeah, but they're like
They didn't have the
kinda
burgundy
high.
ones. That's the only. Well, they're 60. But if you
what?
could find them like in the
lows?
no,
80.
the lows, not the high.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
no, the lows are.
Wait, they
flame.
had the lows there?
They had the blue navy, which is like called the dress blues, and then they had the olive ones, which is like ivy green. or
I want the
something, but
maroons.
They didn't have the maroons. Yeah,
All the Van stores has the maroons on like ads, but they don't have them in the actual store.
yeah, it upset me. I found them on eBay today. I didn't buy them, but I
Which
put
is
'em-
crazy
I, like,
because those are the
added
same
it to the wish list.
as the W Taps or whatever that came out with that like
The bones.
was it
There's a
both?
new one coming out too. Did you see that?
But they like the Chukka boots, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Chuckas and something.
then there's
else.
like
they
a
look kind of whack
snakeskin
too. The one
material
there's a
or
low
something.
there is a low era coming out, but the way they designed it is completely
I don't
different
like
from
that.
the way it used to be. It was
I'm
whack.
gonna start collecting some like classic Vans. They just get trashed so quick.
I'm definitely gonna cop the monochrome
I'm
pack
gonna
at some
maroons.
point.
You talking about the classics?
Old school.
Old school.
Oh, the old school. Okay.
Yeah, old school monochrome.
Because my stussy old schools, I know wore those.
Look up
joints out.
Vans old school dress blues, and you'll find it. That's just the blue one. They had an ivy green one, was dope, but the burgundy one,
And yesterday was the first time you saw Alpha Bounces?
like in hand in
person?
store. Yeah,
Suck.
dude, they are so trash.
told
They even
y'all,
had the like original one, the one that people call
Yeah, they
OG
had
or
them
whatever.
all.
Suck
Awful.
Who had 'em?
balls.
Finish
Line Chandler.
Finish Line Westgate got them too.
Oh, really?
They have them just
Which,
sitting
by the
there.
way, Finish Line Chandler, if y'all listening, feel free to send us some stuff because we shout y'all out for
What's
free.
funny, I wonder if like anybody in these like just regular Foot Locker sneaker stores like listen to us.
I'd wear Alpha Bounce like
I seen
trip.
I seen Stally wearing them today in like that celebrity thing.
What? Alpha Bounce?
Yeah,
Oh,
they didn't look
yeah,
too
yeah,
bad.
they suck.
But,
I mean, if you get them
make
for
everything that look.
If I got them for like $49, $59, I'd
If
buy
you get
it.
them for free, then it's different. But yeah, they suck. Like suck ball sacks. The material on the bottom is so hard. I don't understand how it's comfortable.
I don't get it either. And the Alpha Bounce is what they used on Damian Lillard, one of the versions of his shoes.
Oh, God.
I thought Alpha Bounce was just introduced on those. They've been using it on a couple shoes already,
I did not know that.
which shows it's nothing. And
Sucks.
yeah,
If you charge $180 for an Ultra Boost and then you come back and charge $100 for an Alpha Bounce and don't change the price of Ultra Boost, it means whatever you're putting in the Alpha Bounce is not up to snuff. All right,
real.
I'm sorry.
And yo, shout out to the homie Mike Rich. He's the guy I was telling y'all that does like the sneaker
Mike Rich made it?
videos, like crazy followers, crazy subscribers on YouTube. And he posted a video. It looked like he was in Atlanta. I don't know, whatever, in Georgia. Every single boost, period, is just on the shelves. He's just going through the store. Every Ultra Boost,
Somebody, I saw him.
NMDs, all that.
Yeah.
Dang, you were just in Atlanta. You ain't go cop.
Bro, I landed in Atlanta at 11 o'clock at night, went straight to the hotel, showered, changed, straight to the party, left, sleep, came back here.
Dang.
I saw something on Twitter where somebody
Was
was
it a
like,
sneak this launch party?
dang, listen to him.
You didn't come.
That's
I
messed
mean,
up.
you were invited. You didn't go, huh?
Oh, that's messed up, man.
That shit.
But on Twitter, somebody was like, something. This was like 2 weeks ago or a week ago, or whatever, when the multicolors came out, and they were out for like a week. And the dude was like, "Oh yeah, they're sitting in my neighborhood." Blah blah. He was like, "Something else gonna be." So I wouldn't be surprised if it was Atlanta or somewhere.
Yeah, Atlanta
Where people
had
don't care about
every
that stuff.
single one in that video that
That's
he had
crazy.
posted. Everyone. And he just going. He went from one store. He's like, not just this store. Went to another. Saw Road, NMDs, everything. I was like, man, I hope you got PayPal because we might need you one day. Pause. So, I'm not copying anything this week. Not that I could think of.
You gonna cop the closing ceremony 11 lows? The gold? You gonna
I
try?
don't know, man. I feel like I might try and then maybe take them back. I like those. I don't know, man.
Is Usain Bolt gonna be wearing those?
Somebody, yo, them joints is fire though. All right.
Speaking of which, those Michael Johnson Pegasus came out today. Those are actually,
Nah,
they don't suck, but they suck.
they don't suck, but they suck. All right. I ain't.
They should have been gold.
That's real. I don't even know why they
I
weren't.
don't know why
That's
they did one
stupid.
red and one blue. Like, it should have been gold.
He kind of corny. I heard him doing like some commenting. I'm like, corny. I mean, he's a
then-
legend. Like, no disrespect. But
Jordan 31s
I
and
will-
Jordan 31 black and red ones are coming
31
soon.
sold out, except
Yes.
that
The Olympic ones sold out.
Oh yeah. Not
I
the
think
Rio ones.
People were
though.
like in line for them or something, weren't they?
Yeah.
Camping or whatever.
Now and like,
Goodness.
how much? What's resale on them? 220? Because you can get them on eBay for like
something high,
240
I
now.
bet.
I thought it was like 174.
Oh, I thought they were.
That's like a random price.
Yeah.
174. Everything Nike does is with it like a 99.
Hey, 174.99 then. I don't know. It was something. Somebody had it for 174. All right. It might have been eBay.
173.12.
I don't know. Them joints is whack. All right.
They're not whack. They're not whack on court. They're whack.
They suck. Like, you really want them to be tight so bad.
I actually
The
like. I
jump
think
man
they're
is
kind
too
of tight.
big. He said they shouldn't have put the jump man on there.
I don't even think it's the jump man. It's just
It
the
is.
shoe. Like if you're trying to like reinvent the one, I guess it looks nothing like the one. It like favors it, but it looks nothing like the one. They would have been better off making a one, making the leather fly knit or whatever that material is, and then that sole, putting that sole on it, but like making it more streamlined. That sole has too many curves. That's whack. That's garbage, man. And the band ones, they should have took the swoosh off and the jump man and put the X on the side. That would have been tight. All right.
They suck.
That would have been fire. What you laughing at,
ones
bro?
suck.
That jump man, they suck.
The band one suck?
The band 131?
No, the band one.
No.
the
stop.
31s, you freak.
Oh, okay.
You say something like that, your soul is in trouble. All right. You could never talk bad about band ones ever. All right. So I ain't copying nothing. Simple says he's not copying nothing.
I
No
am.
cops.
I'm gonna cop those. I'm gonna try for those 11 lows for sure.
They come out this weekend?
27th.
Oh, we got time. We'll
We
do
got
another
time.
podcast by then.
We can think about it.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
that's
think
2
about
weeks.
that. I could lay down on that.
What you buying, George?
The olive NMDs. I mean, that's if.
You go get those.
Yeah.
It's like 50,000
I mean-
colors coming out.
Well, I
Don't go to
understand
no-
that, but like people
Just-
are gonna go for specific ones. You already know that.
Well, look,
so.
we'll hit up Mike Rich in Atlanta.
Just don't go to any more meetings.
Yeah, you just cop them. Aren't they coming out here?
Get a bot.
I have no idea.
Yeah, get a bot.
I got the Adidas gift card. That's what I want to use it for.
Oh, well, if they come out on finish line, we got that homemade bot somebody gave us.
Yeah, you mean Foot Locker.
Yo, whatever. That bot is raggedy. That bot don't do nothing. I think that bot takes stuff out your cart. Oh, a reverse bot. All right, so anything else? Nothing.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, so sneak this style. Oh, what's up?
You don't want to talk about the Olympics?
I mean, sure.
Yeah, the Olympics are happening. Gold, like we got some gold medals
happening.
Although I will say,
I'm saying talk
Now,
about the main
okay.
events, like Phelps going crazy, Katie
well,
Ledecky.
let me say
Bolt,
this.
whatever.
All right, homegirl from Bahamas diving.
Oh yeah, we should talk about that.
Okay, I know it's legal, but that's whack, bro.
All right, well, so we agree then. We agree.
Whack. Like, and I know it's not illegal. It just looks crazy. Like, I don't know, man. 40 years, I completely understand doing something like that. Like, I'm talking 4 years of training, and you're right there at the finish line, and you ain't got nothing else left. I can see why you would die. Did you see it, Simple?
No.
You didn't see Homegirl dive? You had to have seen at least a meme. Where against Allison Felix.
Yeah.
You didn't see it?
No,
Bruh.
I'm googling it right now.
I didn't necessarily have a problem with it in quotation marks, and the
Yeah.
only reason is because
It's legal.
again, she's there every 4 years, just like Allison Felix is. Even though I'm rooting for Allison Felix for obvious reasons, and plus all the track athletes who had run, and all the track athletes who run say like, oh no, we don't have a problem with it either. So. Oh, wow. I lost my train of thought there for a second. Sorry.
Hey, that's also
Anyways.
your Twitter name.
Anyways. Boing. All right. Anyways. So what I was saying, track athletes running in the Olympics didn't have an issue with it. But I will say I still think it's like Bush League. Pause.
Whack. I mean, people try to compare it to like sliding in the first base.
Yeah, it's not the same. Because in running,
think
I
it's
read
the
about it.
same.
It's not the same because in running, if you slide in first base, you actually are losing speed. You know what I mean? Like at first, everything is a force out, so they don't have to tag you. Like people slide because they try to avoid a tag at other bases.
Although
But
I
first,
did
they
not
just have to hit the
know,
base.
I either didn't know it or forgot torso. I thought once she reached,
Yeah,
I was
so that's
like,
what I was gonna say is
That's whack.
if any part of your torso hits
So
the thing, so if you fall, that's why her thing fell
she
first.
dove and was way over the line, and it didn't mean nothing. But her chest got there before Felix. I was like, man,
Yeah.
But that's whack, man.
Yeah, it's Bush League.
I find it one reason why it's whack is because like I completely understand somebody was like, yo, but she got when she grow up with family and kids, you could tell you want to gold medal. But yeah, when they go back and watch auntie or mama or grandma run the race and she dove like Superman across the line, I don't know. I don't think I could have done it. Now she would have definitely lost if she didn't do it. All right, because Felix was booking. All right, that might be the only
she
time
was running her down.
That might be the only time Allison Felix wears her correct shoe size, because when she be wearing Jordans, when she wears Jordans, she look like a capital L. She is too skinny to be wearing Jordans and stuff that big. All right? She look good and all.
She shouldn't be wearing those like
She be like
socks or whatever them long. I'm tired of seeing those like long socks.
I didn't
or
even know
whatever.
stuff like that was legal. The
She
compressions
always
Jeez.
wears those every race.
They look kind of tight though.
Okay.
I don't know why. I mean, they're compression socks, ain't they?
They look whack.
I mean, they're like something you fight in, but they look tight. Though.
Yes, it's jousters. Whatever.
Bolt still king. Phelps king.
Yeah, I mean, 31 years old. I mean, I don't know. Bolt's not 31. Michael Phelps. I just don't. I mean, yeah, he's a little bit older too, at least for a elite athlete like that. But I just don't like the 200 individual medley when he just was like tied or just barely leading, going to the third turn, and then came out in the freestyle and was like gone, lights out.
He was gone.
I just don't. It was like all those other swimmers just stopped.
Yeah, I don't understand. Yeah, I mean, I think I would still try again. If I was him, I'd go in Tokyo next. I mean, why not? I would continue if I was them until like I lose. Like I don't see you don't lose anything by going and losing. Like you're still the most decorated Olympian, period. You go to Tokyo and you lose, I lost. Like I lost. It doesn't mean nothing because you shouldn't be there winning in the first place. You go there and win though, statues in every Olympic city.
I think they're already building statues
Yeah, most likely.
in Baltimore or whatever.
Gymnast, fire. They all win everything. Have you watched any Olympic Simple?
I watched the part of the basketball game today.
I haven't watched one second of basketball.
No?
I don't even know when to come on. Unless you guys start
if I'm
texting.
like, if I'm like at a bar and
in
it's
the afternoon.
Oh, so I never
They come
know.
on like 2 or 3 in the afternoon. I mean, it depends what, in the schedule of the day, because there were some games that were early.
I haven't watched 1 second of
But
basketball.
they advanced to the semifinals.
Man, I've watched more synchronized swimming than I have basketball. That synchronized swimming is nuts. All right.
Synchronized swimming in the green pool. I think they finally cleared that.
So now they're going to play
issue up.
the winner of Spain-France, right?
I think, I heard something Spain next, but
Oh, it's Spain.
I just
game already?
assumed Spain would win. Probably not. I don't know who their opponent is.
France.
Oh, okay. Well, then, they play the winner of that game.
Yeah.
More than likely Spain.
Who's better, Spain or France?
Spain, more than likely.
Pau Gasol's on it.
I mean, they have Mradic. One thing I don't understand about international sports and always will be upset about, like if your parents are from a country and they move and you're born there and then you want to go for like that country, like U.S. men's soccer team. Jurgen Klinsmann has a bunch of guys who were born in Germany but are U.S. citizens because their parents are from the U.S. But Mradic moved to Spain to play or Mirotic, whatever, moved to Spain when he was like 15 to play in Spanish leagues. You're not from Spain. How are you playing for Spain? That stuff bothers me.
Dang, so angry.
The U.S. does not do that in any sport. Like, yes, like I said, in like the men's soccer team, we get guys who are like half German, half American, but their parents are American. Serge Ibaka, you're not Spanish.
Yeah, I don't understand that. That's why I don't get that.
Nikola Mirotic, you're not Spanish. That stuff upsets me. They just do it just to get a better team. Like,
That's
if they
all it
had
is.
like their real team, they'd be trash.
Pretty garbage. I'm like, shoot, what? Ibaka, what? He should be on Senegal or something.
Definitely not Spain.
Definitely not Spain.
Spain slapped the face off France. 92-67.
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
They beat them. Anything else?
No, let's get into it. You want to explain what we're doing here?
So,
I think, in closing, I think it's difficult to watch the Olympics when it's being shown in tape
the
delay.
country.
I mean, it's just it's lame. And I mean, the thing about it is Rio is only an hour ahead of New York.
and you know what's stupid is I'm watching Sports Center. I'm watching like PTI or highly questionable, and they show at the bottom breaking news. So-and-so won.
Oh, yeah.
You're a sports channel. If there is one law in sports is you don't tell other sports fans what happened before it happens. Like Olympics, they should know. Like, or they should at least put up something like,
Yeah,
hey,
they don't. They're competing with NBC, so they don't care about
That's
NBC.
whack. Okay.
That's basically like a middle finger to
they should
NBC.
say, but they should say, hey, like spoiler thing,
spoiler,
something like,
yeah.
Give it like a little gap on the whatever that bottom line is.
Right.
It should say Olympic results. Little gap, then tell. So I could like close my eyes or do something. But anyways, it's a little hard. Like we said, it's going to be in Tokyo 4 years from now. So we'll all be 4 years older, and
we'll be there, broadcasting live.
I hope
Sneak
so.
this.
Hopefully the podcast's still around then. Bruh, somebody fart. Bruh. Oh my God.
He ate them burritos, man.
So that smells like AutoZone.
That doesn't smell like AutoZone. That smells like a boiler room.
Like the mechanic's hands. Oh my goodness.
Like a peanut factory.
Oh my goodness. Mike's. Y'all hear some disturbance. Y'all hear that?
Rips. Look at it,
Yeah,
rips.
you ate too many of those. Shout out to Rips.
You took the name too seriously.
Them Rips was delicious. All right, so Sneak This Style NFL preview. So what we're going to do is the next few weeks, we're just going to do a few divisions. Right now, we're going to do the NFC West and the AFC West. So we split up the teams. We'll probably all together talk about the Broncos since they won the Super Bowl, and we might talk about and the Chiefs as well. But Sneak This Style, just a quick overview of the teams from last year, what we might think they do this year. And we're going to compare each team that we discussed to a sneaker. Since this is a sneaker podcast, we still want to somehow incorporate sneakers. So, who wants to go first?
George.
Let George go first. I know George probably has the most information on earth. What do you got?
All right. So we're doing the AFC West and the NFC West. I don't know if you just said that.
Did
First overall, I'm going to go with my team. the Oakland Raiders. 7-9 last season. It was an upgrade over the previous 27 years, 10 years. They had a couple 8-8 seasons in that period, but other than that, they had no record over 500. No one expected them to be even decent last year. They got 3 of the best young players in the NFL.
Wait, was that Carr's first season last year?
Second year.
Oh, I expected them to be better.
No, I said better, but not 8-8 or 7-9. Let's put it this way: they led a lot of games. They could have been 11-5 easily. I mean, they lost games a lot of NFL teams lose games of the gun and whatnot, but they could have won 10, 11 games. All right, so they were third in the AFC West with that record last year. They had one of the best off seasons in the experts' eyes. Picked Carl Joseph, the safety from West Virginia, in the first round because Charles Woodson retired. Big up. Seawood, Hall of Famer, first ballot.
Facts.
They had probably the best free agent class. They signed the guard from Baltimore, Osemele, who was rated one of the top guards in the NFL last year, giving the Raiders either the first or second best O-line in the league. Cowboys and Raiders 1 and 2 in some order. We'll find out. Sean Smith, the cornerback from Kansas City, stolen from a division rival, big time. And then Bruce Irvin, linebacker, defensive end from Seahawks, to give Khalil Mack some help up front.
We'll see.
Because he doesn't have Aldon Smith anymore.
Yeah.
Ever again.
Unfortunately. Well, we don't know about that. We'll find out.
What is he in rehab now?
He went to rehab, but
they didn't say what it was for.
Yeah, the whole NFL thing, I don't know that they'll be able to get him convict ain't the right word, but the whole video thing, if you can't see somebody's face, you ain't convicting them. All right, and then I looked up on ESPN, their number 11 preseason power rating, probably the highest power rating they've had since 2002 Super Bowl year. So number 11, they were number 13 post-draft, so they moved up 2 spots somehow just during that space. One issue I actually was at the Cardinal game last week when they came out here and played. Mario Edwards, their starting defensive end, hip injury, so he's supposed to be out 4 to 6 weeks, and they want him to play. They're expecting him to play really well. He was really good last year as a rookie. So second year, you normally make a big jump, and him getting hurt, that's not cool. All right, and the shoe comparison is the Roshe. And the reason is when the Roshe first came out, it was fire flames, and then it just fell off the cliff. The Raiders used to be a super dope franchise, and lately they've just been like this.
So you going the other way? You go compare them as being whack?
I'm saying until this year.
Oh, okay.
There's obviously a lot of hype, but they haven't played anything, so we got to see what they do. They're on the uptick. But the shoe comparison for now is the Roshe. We'll see if they can this year become an NMD or an Ultra Boost.
Okay. You going with your next team?
No, we do one at a time.
Okay.
I'm tired of talking.
All right. So, obviously, this is Arizona. Then the Cardinals. Cardinals last season, 13-3, won the division, ran away with the division. I think the only losses they had were against Seattle, somebody and somebody. I think maybe the Rams or something like that. Team is obviously strong, going to be in the top in defense. What are the power rankings on the Cardinals? I didn't even look at that.
I can look it up. Simple.
Schedule this season is pretty easy. Early on. I mean, their first game they're gonna go, I think Pats, Bucks, Bills, Rams, Niners, Jets, and Seahawks. I mean, they should be undefeated by the time they get to the Seahawks. They might have some trouble against the Bills though.
I actually forgot something. We're supposed to do the prediction for the year too, right?
What do you predict?
So for the Raiders, I'm going to be somewhat conservative. I'm going to say 9-7. A lot of people saying 11-5 division winner. I'm gonna go 9-7.
Raiders are winning the division.
I gotta see it. I'm a Raider fan, so I'm skeptical. You know what I mean? I gotta see it to believe it.
Raiders are winning the division. That's
I appreciate the confidence, but I gotta see it to believe it. You guys will talk about the other teams in that division, but the Raiders were third last year. This year, it's tough. The Broncos' defense is still gonna be number 1 in the league, even though their offense is a joke.
They don't score. It don't matter.
Yeah, they got Mark Sanchez as the starting quarterback, and then KC is going to be tough as they are every year. So
KC is one of them don't trust me teams.
Sorry to interrupt.
But like I said, Pats they'll probably beat the Patriots since Brady be out the first 4 games. Pats, Bucks, Bills, Rams, Niners, Jets, Hawks. That's their first 8-9 games. And then Panthers after Hawks and a bye week. Again, I think they'll be 13-3, win the division again. What they do in the playoffs, I don't believe it's a Super Bowl team. I don't. I just don't see him. I love the coach. Bruce Arians is hands down. I mean, I don't want to say the best coach in the league, but it's a coach I would love to play for. He's just a cool cat, all right? And he tells it like how it is. Prediction, I do think that John Brown's going to be like breakout fantasy like player. I think he's going to be up there. I think if anybody wants to get themselves a nice sleeper wide receiver, I'm definitely John Brown. And Cardinals, I compare easily to the Ultra Boost. All right. Power rankings.
All right.
Oh, they're power number 2?
Number 2 ESPN Power
Woo.
Rankings. Cardinals
number 2 power rankings. I compare the Cardinals to the Ultra Boost because I was watching whatever that was, and they were talking about is the Cardinals the new America's team, and obviously that's the Dallas Cowboys forever. All right, it's forever. All right. You can't take away a title like that. It's the Dallas Cowboys.
Who gave the title? They gave
the
it to
United
themselves.
States of America.
No, that doesn't even make any sense.
It's in the Constitution.
We didn't vote on it.
It don't matter. You don't go to vote on certain things like that.
Donald Trump's going to change that.
Donald Trump is
you better stop saying stuff like that before we lose listeners. Look,
it's real.
He's trending like 20% in the U.S. right now.
But like I said, the Cardinals are like Ultra Boost and one of the reasons because they're just the hot new thing right now. They're eventually going to turn into the Roshe Run. Eventually, it's like, oh man, look at this. Young cats running around, defense, something different. It's not the same old, same old. We got tired of the Patriots and the Seahawks. Same teams. Cardinals just look attractive right now. Pretty soon, Ultra Boost going to be sitting on every shelves. But I love them, and I'll be copping still. But they'll be the Roshe Runs eventually. So right now, hot new thing. Everyone will be watching. I bet the Cardinals will be on TV so many times.
I already looked. They have like 4 primetime games or 3 primetime games or something.
They're going to be on there, all right? And I can't wait to watch them.
And, of course, the second half of the season, you can do the
NBC
switch up
can
the
switch it. Yeah, that's right.
So, it might be more.
It might be more. But definitely, division winners, playoffs, 13-3 again. No Super Bowl. That's a fact. And fantasy standout, I'd definitely say John Brown's going to be a sleeper pick. You can probably grab in like the 5th round, 6th round or something. Might be a little early, but we'll see. Simple. Who you got?
All right, I'll go with my NFC West team, the 49ers. 49ers get a new head coach this year, Chip Kelly. Got some quarterback controversy. Probably just going to start Kaepernick with the style that...
They say he's hurt now.
He was dressed today, I read. So,
oh, really?
I mean, I would assume that with Chip Kelly there, with the kind of offense that he likes to run, he's starting Kaepernick.
They keep talking about dead arm.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do. They're 31 in the power ranking, so
Jesus,
they should be.
Who's 32? Browns?
Yeah, they should be last.
The Lions, I think.
Oh, okay.
And the Browns are
30. They got to be 30.
30, yeah.
Oh, Jesus! I can't wait till we talk about our own team.
I can't believe they think the Browns are better than either one of those teams.
I don't know. Browns are going to go 8 this year.
I think the Niners are the worst team in the league. I would like to know who they put 32nd. Did you look?
Yeah, Lions.
I thought it was Lions.
Okay, yeah, they smoking rocks because the Lions have a returning quarterback. The other 2 teams don't.
Yeah. Well, the Niners, Kaepernick's...
I mean, he didn't play last year.
Bruh.
I don't understand why everybody hates Kaepernick now so much.
I don't understand.
It has nothing to do with hating. He's terrible. Like, what do you mean?
He was hurt and had like one really bad season, all right? And everyone's like, oh, God. I'm like, what the heck? Let the dude come back healthy. Get him some players around him.
He's probably not even going to be the starter.
Not Bortles.
Gabbert?
Gabbert is not starting over him.
The Browns are 32.
Right now.
The Browns are 32?
Yeah, that's how it should be. That's how it should be.
Yeah.
Because they're trash cans.
Anyways,
I'm interested to see RG3, but we'll talk about that another week.
We will.
I didn't know he was getting a divorce.
That's kind of funny. Especially
he already got the girlfriend tattooed on him?
That Christmas picture, though?
That Christmas
tree.
picture.
That was sad.
That
was a sad picture. Though. When somebody was like, yo, RG3 got the same tree as me, or I got a better tree than RG3.
Charlie Bree had the same tree as, as Charlie Brown.
That was sad. Anyways, go ahead with the Niners.
So, I guess my prediction for the Niners, I'm thinking 3-13. I don't see them doing any better than that.
What's their schedule? You know their first few games?
I don't.
You don't know?
I don't, but, I mean, they're in a tough division. They're going to get slapped around by their own division.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah, they're finishing last in the division. That's factual evidence.
Yeah.
That's the toughest division in football.
It is. But I don't know. I don't think the Rams going to be that.
And I don't even know.
Well, we'll discuss that in a second.
I mean, like, I don't even know who you would pick on their team to be a potential even draft. If you even draft anybody in a fantasy draft, like you got Torrey Smith and Carlos Hyde, like the only
Hyde.
two guys.
Oh,
but
definitely Hyde though.
Yeah.
Didn't one of you guys have Hyde last year?
I did, but he got hurt like
He got
game
hurt, yeah.
3. He was like tearing it up the first couple games and then got
Yep,
hurt.
and he got
He was
hurt.
Trash can.
Jesus.
So, and the shoe that I would pick to match up with the 49ers is the Adidas Stan Smith.
Why?
Why? Because
That's boring.
that's boring,
What makes them the Stan Smith
man.
of the NFL?
Because the Stan Smiths came out in the late 60s, right around when Montana was drafted. They were at the
60s, man. What?
or the 70s, right when Montana was drafted. During the 80s and 90s, the Stan Smith and the Niners were winning everything.
I mean, it's Stan
That's
Smith.
your
Technically,
pick.
technically the
That's my
Stan
pick.
Smith still is winning.
You said your
And the
sneaker
Niners-
comparison pick was Hall of Fame podcast
Hall of Fame
worthy.
podcast worthy.
The Stan Smith.
Then like they have the same history. They tried to bring the Stan Smith 2 out. It failed, just like Alex Smith failed. Then it got hot again a little bit, like around 2010. Jim Harbaugh came in. The Niners got hot again. They were like made for each other. The Stan Smith was made for the 49ers. They're both kind of like
Right.
boring looking. They're classic.
He's trying hard to sell it to you.
You trying hard to sell that. That's a hard sell. That's a hard sell, bro.
That's how it is.
I don't know, man. If I had to pick a shoe for the Niners, I don't know what it would be. But Stan Smith would have been last
Stan
on my
Smith.
list.
It's classic. You must hate Stan Smith.
You must love the Niners because Stan Smith is a classic worthy shoe that you could always count
The
on.
49ers are
if I would have put
classic
if I would have
franchise.
picked Stan Smith, I would maybe Patriots. But I would pick a
You
different
should
shoe.
have said, like-
I would pick a different shoe for the Patriots. I know what I would pick for them. But if I had to pick like a Stan Smith is like a shelter. Like you can always count on a Stan Smith. Patriots.
You should have
Niners.
You should have picked like Jordan 14 or something.
Yeah, it should have been something like
Jordan 14.
Yeah, it should have been like a 14.
Something that was super dope back in the day.
Like yeah, like
And,
yo, well, like every once in a while you're like, yo, that's fire, but this is garbage.
Yeah, back and forth. Exactly.
Yeah, go back and forth like you
And
know
like
what?
in 3 years, you'd be like,
Yep. And when they drop last shots in like 3 years, we'd be like, ooh, we might cop, man. They drop last shot lows, we'd be like, ooh, like you never know. Man. That's a pick, all right. It's simple. Simple math.
Oh, they're the same history, B.
Yeah, but Stan Smiths are better than the Niners.
They're
Like,
consistent.
they never suck. Stan Smiths never suck.
They suck sometimes.
Stan Smith is still winning with your boy Pharrell.
Facts.
Winning.
Dan Smith and Pharrell. Were
Man, Stan Smith, Pharrell versions might be good for like the Rams or somebody.
Greg don't like Pharrell.
You crazy. I'm the biggest Pharrell fan on earth, period. All right.
Man, George and I were here talking about how Pharrell helps Adidas, and you were like, Pharrell don't do nothing for Adidas. This stuff sit everywhere. This stuff suck.
First of all, I didn't say any of that. I did say is he does dress a little wild sometimes. All right. But I love Pharrell.
You hate Pharrell.
Anyways, George, what's next?
All right, so other team in that division. We haven't done the fourth team yet. This is the third team. The Rams. ESPN Power Rating, 29th. And I can't believe that because last year they were 7-9. So that's a far fall from 7-9 to being 29th in a power
Yeah,
rating.
but they got a rookie quarterback now.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe not necessarily. So hold on. Let me get to this. Last year, 7-9, third in the NFC West. Again, they will be third in the NFC West. I think we can agree on that because we just did San Francisco, and San Francisco
think I
is
agree with
a
that.
dookie sandwich. In the offseason, the Rams, the St. Louis Rams, became the Los Angeles Rams. Moved
What?
to L.A.
What? What? He said, what? What?
The Rams became the Los Angeles Rams in the offseason. The defense, fire flames. Good secondary. Whoa. They got the best probably front four in the
do.
league.
But it just never matters. Like they statistically
it
wise,
matters.
But they still get whooped.
Okay.
Just so you guys know.
They won. They were the only team that won in Cardinal Stadium last year. That won here in Phoenix.
That's what I said. I said Rams.
Okay, now I will say this. Jeff Fisher, boring coach, mediocre
Mustache.
coach. I love him. He went to USC. Big fan.
I didn't know he cut homeboy on Hard Knocks.
Oh, yeah, because he had that
Who?
girl in there. Yeah.
What?
But that
That's a
dude
rough
wasn't supposed to
one.
make
Hey, yo,
the team
ruin it
anyway,
for
I
me.
don't think. Man, it was the first episode. If you haven't
Yeah,
watched
you
it yet,
ruined it for me.
stab
I
yourself in
didn't
the
tell you that
penis.
part. Yeah, but that part was all over the internet.
I'm waiting till they all come out.
Stab your. Oh, you turned into Greg now.
Yeah,
Stab
bruh.
yourself in the
Chill
penis.
You're gonna be
son.
watching it on the week 1.
Well, you can watch. You can watch the Cardinal one then. Now.
I gotta watch that, man.
All right. So yeah, you should have talked about that. Actually, matter of fact, talk about that because you
About
did the
what?
Cardinals.
I didn't watch it though.
I know, but you should say what it is. Or at least
Hulu.
I don't even know what it's called.
Cardinals
No, it
camp.
was on Amazon.
You tell
Amazon.
us.
Cardinals camp.
It was on Amazon, or what? Not was is on Amazon. They followed the Cardinals all last season, and
Is
it
it
was
All Access, whatever it's called. I forget what it's called.
I mean, I don't know what it's called, but it's Cardinals
on
something.
Amazon.
It's like the equivalent of Hard Knocks, but
entire
Amazon
season.
version, and it's the entire season instead of training camp, and it is dope. Your boy Arians is a super real one. When I heard he was in the
Forgot about
hospital,
that.
one tear came out.
I heard that this morning. I was like, dang.
What's he in the hospital for?
And then what's his name?
You didn't
get
even
on
tell
there-
us.
What's his name? Get on there and put all
I didn't
his
do the
business in
Cardinal
there.
one. He did the Cardinal one.
What's he in the
That
hospital
doesn't
for?
matter.
What's he in the hospital for?
Well, at first they weren't saying, but then they interviewed homeboy. They was like, "Yo, what's up with the coach?" He was like, "Oh, infection in his colon." I said, "Yo, why you gotta put coach business out there like that?" So you gotta tell them that.
Hey,
huh?
if that was his doctor, he should sue him.
And when they get into the locker room, everybody, "Yo, why you gotta put coach business out there like
No,
that?"
somebody can be like, "Yo, how you get cancer in your colon, B?"
Anyways, Rams.
Pause. All right, so they moved to LA in the offseason. Defense fire flames. Person who should have won Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL last year, Aaron Donald, did not, and he should have. Best defensive lineman in the league. I don't care what you say. J.J. Watt can take a flying leap. Aaron Donald is a monster. And
Flying leap
Khalil.
is a strong word.
Okay, well, you know what I mean. So the top 3 defensive linemen in the league are Khalil Mack, Aaron Donald, and J.J. Watt, and it's not even. And you could throw your boy from the Broncos in there, even though he's not as good as Mack against the run, and the run counts. Khalil Mack's the best run defender on the front 7 in the league. All right, anyways, Aaron Donald should have won Defensive Player of the Year. He probably will this year. Unblockable.
Nah.
Yeah.
Tyrann Mathieu.
Okay.
You facts. All right.
He just got paid. Evidence will show dudes who
That
get big
is true.
contracts don't necessarily show
But
up
he
right
said he
away.
already made his goal list.
Okay,
he
well,
got goals.
I don't care.
Right, he gonna tear
All
it
right.
up.
The Rams drafted number 1 overall in the past draft that just happened in April, and they got the quarterback Jared Goff from Cal. Watching Hard Knocks, he don't look all that special. Watching that first game they played in the preseason, he don't look all that special. But I was a big Goff fan at Cal. He has a big arm. He'll figure it out. He's just young.
He's no
I don't think
RG3.
I don't think he
No
starts
Aaron
this
Rodgers.
year though. I think the other guy starts. The one they got from the Texans. What's his name?
Hoyer?
Hoyer?
No.
The other cat? The one that missed all those practices? Last Hard Knocks?
You talking about dude that?
Ryan Mallett?
Nah, he's gone. He might
Man,
be out
what
the
you talking
league.
about?
I forgot his name. He's
Third stringer?
he started for the Texans like 2 years ago. Maybe.
J.J. Watt?
Yeah, J.J. Watt.
Started for the Texans.
Freak. I think
Fitzpatrick.
maybe he played at.
I can't think of anybody.
Maybe he
I
played
can't
at
think of
like.
anybody.
What's the school that just Texas Tech maybe or something? He played at
Johnny
one of them
Manziel?
schools that like throws it. Simple, go to sleep. He plays like one of them schools that throws it like 50 times a game. I could have sworn.
know, man.
I'll have to look it up.
I don't know.
But he's probably gonna be the starter over Goff. Like from watching Hard Knocks, they say he's gonna be the starter. So, anyways, bringing up Hard Knocks, y'all should watch because that show is super dope. The Rams are on there, and
Comes on the night, doesn't it?
last night, episode
okay.
2. My prediction for the Rams this year, I'm gonna say
Same rank.
I don't believe the 29th thing.
Case Keenum.
I think they're better. Case Keenum, there you go. So he played at, where did he play at? Houston? I was gonna say Houston too. Yeah, that was when Houston had the run and shoot or whatever with June Jones.
Matt Schwab?
Okay.
All right.
Throw it about 50 times a game. Anyways, record, I'm going to say 6-10. I think they're a little bit worse. I think the defense is fire, but they don't have no receivers. They have no receivers. Running back, super dope. I should have
They
mentioned
got
that.
Austin.
Austin? Who Austin?
His last name's Austin. He was kind of dope a couple years ago.
Austin, Texas? Miles Austin? Is that who you're talking
No,
about?
not Miles
Oh,
Austin.
Tavon Austin.
Tavon Austin.
Okay, he had 500 yards receiving
He's
last
a
year.
rookie, I think, last year.
No, he wasn't. That was his
No,
second
that's right.
year.
But he got hurt, I thought.
Yeah.
No.
Something
He's a
happened to him.
returner, and they run a lot of reverses
But
with
they
him.
had
But
no
he's
quarterback. That's right. They suck.
Okay.
First of all, I agree with you. They're going to be worse than
They're gonna
they
be
are last
They
year.
have zero receiving core. They have
They're gonna
him
be 2
and Kenny
14.
Britt. All right, trash.
They're gonna be 2 and 14.
Maybe the worst receiving core in the league.
Kenny Britt's still in the league?
Yes.
I thought Kenny Britt was out of the
The
league.
Rams, I'm gonna
like-
say the Rams will be 6
when
and
the
10. They're gonna
Texans
be
cut him
third,
10 years
third
ago.
again in that division.
Huh?
6 and 10.
Kenny Britt hasn't been good since 08.
When Jared Goff takes over in 2 years, I think the Rams will come up because they'll still have that defense, and he's gonna be really good.
No, they won't.
He's not.
And the shoe comparison is this is taking it back a couple years, but I'm gonna go with the Giuseppe Zanotti high top with the gloss all over because the Rams We're the greatest show on turf. Everybody every year thinks they're going to be special. And what do? Take a shit. Dookie.
We picking colorways?
Wait a minute. What?
What?
A Giuseppe?
For the Rams?
Giuseppe's a naughty high top because the
heck
shoe
is that?
is
With the
glossy
zipper?
and it sucks. Yes, exactly. Glossy. Everyone talks about them every year being good, and they're trash.
I never talk about Giuseppe being good. That's worse than Stan Smith's.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the shoe is flashy, but it's terrible. That's my point. I'm not saying people think it's good. So the equivalent is people think the Rams are flashy, but they're trash. You guys understand?
I mean, it's kind of dumb, but that's cool. Hey, it's cool.
Okay, you have zero time to comment on the shoe comparison.
Nothing we
game.
trust.
My two shoes were fire flames, and I came up with yours too. Matter of fact, so I got 3. You have 0, and I got 3.
That is
Maybe 2.5.
that is the most unoriginal hat I've ever seen.
All right.
Hey, I seen a cat the other day.
It's a black hat with a 3 on it. For everyone not
At
listening.
Zupa Cafe wearing a Chance 3 hat. I tried to get a picture of him and send it to y'all. It was the most creative thing. It was the most fire thing I've seen on person ever.
Yeah. Seahawks.
Skittles.
10-6 last year. Playoffs, right? Beat
Yeah, it
beat the
was
Vikings.
a weird year. They struggled, and then
they
after
struggled,
came
got to
on
the
like
playoffs. I think they
gangbusters
had
at the
to.
end.
I think the last game they had to win to get in the playoffs or something weird, and they lost. They beat the Vikings off that missed field goal in Minnesota.
It's
which they
definitely
should've
not
lost
as
that
easy
game.
to get in the playoffs at 10-6 as it used to be. It's kind of weird.
Second division, obviously lost Lynch, but Rawls is pretty good, actually really good. They still got Tyler Lockett.
Well, yeah, but they're talking about Michael
Really
might be the
good.
starter because Rawls is injured.
Oh, he's still injured, so Michael he'll probably be the starter starting out. But they said he went out there for practice, maybe more.
Oh, I didn't look today, so I don't know. But
He was out there.
after
I don't know if he,
after
like,
week
what he
1
did.
preseason. They were saying Michael will be the starter.
Oh, okay. Maybe I don't know. I see something wrong. Beginning of the schedule: Dolphins, Rams, Niners, Jets, Falcons. All of those are winnable. You just never know what you're gonna get. You just never know what you're gonna get out the Seahawks. What are those Stan Smith? Them is fire.
Okay, that's not why I'm saying that. I'm just showing him because that's what he picked.
I don't know.
They match.
Seahawks. I think the exact same predictions. The exact same prediction. I think they'll be 10-6. I think
Ooh,
both
that's
my
kinda
teams I
rough.
picked.
They're number 1 ESPN power rating right now.
Which I don't even understand that. I
Same quarterback, same coach, same defense, pretty much.
I would think the Cardinals would have been number 1, and maybe Seattle like number 3, and Panthers maybe number 2. I think Panthers are the best. What are Panthers' power rankings? Because Panthers got better. Their wide receiver is back. Like, they're better. They lost their DB. They lost Norman.
I did read, though, that they're saying in camp, now maybe it's because he's coming off a torn ACL, but they're saying the kid they picked like fucking 3rd or 4th round last year from Michigan, Funchess, is better than Benjamin now.
We'll see.
They're 5th. They were
Funches is good though.
They were number 2 at the post-draft ranking, and now they're 5.
Seahawks, great coach. I love Pete Carroll. I mean, he's a USC guy. Well, you hate everybody that isn't the Browns.
Pete Carroll looks like Ellen. Like he looks like a lesbian
matter.
PE coach. Like he sucks. Like
doesn't
he
What
cheats.
does that even mean? Like,
cheats,
what are you
like-
talking about?
He said he what?
He cheats.
Man, if you ain't cheating, you ain't winning. You ain't trying.
What is that? It looks like Ellen. What does that mean?
He just bugs me. Like I don't know. It's like Caitlyn
Everyone
Jenner.
bugs you.
You hate Pete Carroll?
I don't like Pete Carroll at all. I hate the Seahawks.
So you like Belichick then?
I like Belichick.
I like Belichick. Yeah.
That's backwards.
I like them both. I like them both.
That's okay. He's saying he hates the guy who's likable and likes the villain. Like that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't understand that. That's a little different. Anyways,
Because Belichick's just a dick and he fucking owns it. Like Pete Carroll's. I just don't like him.
Pete Carroll has a Super Bowl championship and 2
two Super Bowl
college
appearances and a Super Bowl championship.
I mean, you can't argue with the results.
Bill Belichick has.
And he should have won another Super Bowl if he'd have just ran the damn ball.
Stupid.
why he
Fantasy
sucks.
standout. Tyler Lockett.
That's why he sucks, because of one play in the Super Bowl.
And maybe Rawls, if you could grab Rawls and hold him until like later on the season. I don't know. See how he comes off that. Was it ankle injury, foot injury, whatever it was. But like I said, fantasy standout, Tyler Lockett. I think the Seattle's still going to be a problem for teams. Make the playoffs maybe again at 10-6. We'll see. I think they'll definitely always still be great battles against the Cardinals. I mean, you got Russell Wilson, who is extremely talented and underrated. You're crazy and underrated.
You hate
Are you
everyone.
just talking junk today?
He sucks too. Like Russell
Wilson does not suck.
Yes, he does.
Oh my God. You can't say stuff like that and be a Browns fan.
You having some issues.
Russell Wilson sucks.
Real.
No, that Stan Smith pick must have put you in a mood, bro.
I think and them Cleveland Indians too. He got like a taste of winning all of a sudden. He thinks, I mean,
something's funny.
the Cavs won, and the Indians won.
And if the Seahawks would have had that Bahama runner that dove for the finish line on that goal line stand, they would have won the Super Bowl.
Thank you very much.
You need to chill out.
Sneaker, I compare them.
She knows how to get stuff done.
Yeah.
She knows how to win.
I couldn't necessarily pick one sneaker. It was literally like Jordan 3 through 14. I mean, that was like my pick for them because they remind me of that where like you look at Jordans and you be like, I'm done copping Jordans. I'm done with the Seahawks. Played out. I ain't interested. Whatever. And then like something new drop and you like, ooh, I might cop that Olympic gold low. As like Seahawks, you'd be like, I'm done with them, whatever. And then they win, then they go and lose. You're like, Seattle sucks. And then bam, 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 and then the playoffs. Like, that's just exactly who they remind me of. So I say they're like Jordan 3 through 14. They just, you say you're never copping a Jordan again, and then something fire drops and you cop it again. You say you're done with Seattle, they're boring now, they're played out, and then they win and get to the playoffs, and they become a big story again. So that's my pick for the Seahawks. Simple. What's next?
They suck.
We still got like other teams to talk about too. What's next?
We got the San Diego Chargers.
Yeah, but we started late though.
Led by Phillip Rivers. They went 6-10 last year.
Trash.
It's a funny word.
Maybe the worst team in the league.
I don't know. I have them maybe going like 5-11 this year.
They were my sleeper team last year.
Yeah.
I thought they were like, ooh,
The problem is
watch out.
They're everyone's sleeper team every year.
The problem
I
is
think Chris
that-
Berman had a streak of like 10 years in a row. He picked Buffalo as a sleeper team, and then he started picking the Chargers, and they were both awful the entire run.
Facts.
I mean, the problem is like Phillip Rivers will go out one week and play like the best quarterback in the NFL, and then he'll go out the next week and do
See, this
himself.
is the thing. If you get pressure on him, he's trash.
Yeah.
If you can't get to him, he's going to pick you apart.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's really what it is. There's not like no mystery to it. You
No.
know what I mean?
So I think they're gonna go 5-11. They're gonna be okay.
Think
Like
they'll be worse than last year? They have to be better than last year.
It depends on the running game. It
Yeah.
depends if homeboy is
Yeah, he was pretty.
Is it
Well, he
good?
was a rookie, but he was.
he was dope at Wisconsin though.
that's been the problem the past 2-3
Fire.
years is like it's a revolving door of running backs ever since what's his
Tomlinson.
name? Ever since Thompson. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I always root for the Chargers. I'm a Phillip Rivers fan. I think they're a fun
He's
team
the
to watch.
biggest bitch on the field. You're a fan of him.
I
and
like
you-
Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers is my favorite quarterback in the league besides RG3. He's my
Have you
favorite-
ever seen Phillip Rivers how
he's
he
my
acts on the
favorite
field? Are
non-Brown.
you kidding me?
He's got passion. You ever seen me pitch? You ever seen me pitch?
Oh my god.
I'm Phillip Rivers on the softball field, B.
Okay, well you ain't. All right, I don't want to say anything.
You like Phillip Rivers?
I like Phillip
I
Rivers.
don't, I don't like hate him.
No one
I like
likes
Phillip
but I
Rivers.
don't like him.
I like Phillip Rivers.
I don't
You don't
think-
like Russell Wilson?
I don't like Russell Wilson at all.
I don't think there's anyone who likes Phillip Rivers. It's like you either are like or you hate him.
If
It's
you're
one
a
or the
Chargers
other.
fan, you like Gates. You like, Keenan at the wide receiver, I think. I don't know anybody who likes Phillip
I like
Rivers.
Phillip Rivers. I want to buy a Phillip Rivers jersey.
Okay. And what else you got? What's
Besides McNabb,
buy NC State.
after McNabb retired and I had to find a new favorite quarterback that wasn't a Brown, it was Phillip Rivers. From McNabb to Rivers.
Yes, NC State. jersey.
McNabb is probably somewhere right now faded.
Probably.
Wandering the streets.
Probably in Phoenix.
And that's a fact.
Probably.
What's your sneaker shoe for this?
My sneaker shoe
bet you
for the
changed
San
it.
Diego Chargers.
I bet you changed it when we laughed at that.
I did change it. I did. Y'all are bullies. Cyber bullies. Y'all are cyber bullies.
Audio bullies.
Audio podcast bullies.
My shoe
It better
for the
be
San
good.
Diego Chargers.
Wait. Tell me what the original was.
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
What?
Because you say you talk about fantasy. Who's there going to be their fantasy people?
I'm gonna Travis Benjamin, like
Why? Because he came from
because
Cleveland.
he came from Cleveland.
That's not even their number one receiver.
Travis Benjamin was putting up fantasy points last year.
Keenan Allen still
Keenan
exists.
Allen was.
Travis Benjamin will be putting up points, and he's at a sleepers. He's a sleeper. He's a fantasy
all right.
sleeper.
They say
Well, I don't-
Keenan,
he's trash,
Keenan
but-
Allen was out there
The
destroying
Cardinals,
somebody
yeah.
on the Cardinals.
Destroying the Cardinals.
They
Yeah.
said it was destroying them. They said nobody could cover him. What was your sneaker pick? The original pick.
I have the Chargers going 10-6 now.
Okay. This is the worst sneaker preview ever.
My original pick was the Reebok Classics.
For the Chargers?
Yeah.
So you came in here with Stan Smith and two of the oldest sneakers on earth.
Classics. For classic franchises.
No, what classic? What? They've never won a single thing.
But my new pick for the Chargers
New pick.
is the Nike SB Janowski.
Why?
Because like 5-6 years ago, Janowskis were fire. They were everywhere. 5-6 years ago, the San Diego Chargers were probably one of the most fun teams to watch in the NFL. When they had Phillip Rivers and Tomlinson and Antonio Gates, they had that wide receiver. I can't think of his name.
McKeenan? McCardell?
Yeah. They were fun to watch. They were a blast.
A blast.
They were a blast.
Bro, I can't take you
in
serious.
They're in San Diego. Janowski's belong at the beach. It fits. Janowski sucked now just like the Chargers do. They sit on Nike.com. You can get them on Swoosh.
This is
They're going to be at outlets.
This is exactly what you text. That your sneaker comparison of the teams belong in Podcast Hall of Fame. Or
Mine
whatever you
do.
said.
My
Bruh.
originals do.
Oh my gosh, bro. The Janowski, I mean, fine. You know what? I'm not mad at the Janowski, but why? Your reasoning is crazy.
Why?
First of all, the Chargers have never been considered a fun team to watch. I've never been like, well, I can't wait to watch the Chargers.
But you're never like, I'm not going to watch the Chargers because they're on. Have you?
Oh, I hate watching the Chargers.
You hate
play.
watching the Chargers.
Facts.
How do you hate watching the Chargers?
I can't
They play in
stand-
San Diego.
I
They have a
can't
lightning
stand-
bolt on their helmet.
Look.
Phillip Rivers is their quarterback.
Whenever the Chargers are playing, I can't stand to watch it. When the Raiders are playing the Broncos, I hate watching those games.
The Raiders and Broncos, how do you hate watching an
I can't stand when the Raiders are playing the Chargers or the Broncos play the Chargers. Any of those three teams play each other, I absolutely can't stand it. I love watching them sometimes individually.
AFC
But
West
the Chargers, I think the Chargers might be my least favorite team to watch. I
AFC
hate
West
watching them.
rivalry games are second greatest to AFC
you
North
might be
rivalry
right,
games.
but I can't watch them because the Chargers suck, and then typically at that time the Raiders are trash. The Broncos have been up and down over the last few years. No, all right, no. You know what? The Chargers are my least favorite team to watch on TV. I'd rather watch the Browns, even though I know the
Of
results.
course you're going to watch the Browns.
You know what? That may be because. All right, you got any more teams?
The Cowboys are my least favorite team to watch ever.
You said you wanted.
They suck.
Matter of fact, I meant to.
Hater today.
And I
meant to-
only like Tony Romo. He's the
meant
only
to-
person on the Cowboys I like.
meant-
I hate everybody else on the Cowboys. I like Tony Romo. I hate everybody else.
And you know what's funny?
I hate Jerry Jones.
Out of every player on the Cowboys, you pick Romo to like. I
the
love
only
Romo,
one.
but I'm a Cowboys fan.
He's the only player on the Cowboys I like. I root for Tony Romo.
And you don't like Des
when
Bryant?
when he throws the ball to Des Bryant, I hope he drops it. I don't like Des Bryant at all. I like Murray before he got traded.
Do you like Elliott?
No.
I think Simple only likes. I've heard.
You like Sean Lee?
No.
Like anybody? No. You like Tony Romo? Of everybody?
I think we're starting to figure out a pattern here. He likes only white athletes.
I like RG3.
I think
Josh
he
Gordon.
likes-
Josh Gordon's my favorite player in the NFL.
All right, he's not even in the NFL.
He is now.
You like
he's in there
RG3 because he
temporarily.
plays for Cleveland now.
Yeah, you hate
Most
you did not
racists
RG3.
like the players on their team, but hate them everywhere
You don't
else.
like
I like Josh Gordon. Josh
He's
Gordon,
on
my
your
favorite
team.
players ever.
He's on your team.
Andre
You're not-
Rison.
you're-
I can't, man. I can't.
Donovan McNabb?
The sneak this football NFL preview has zero credibility. We don't. Oh my goodness! All right, let's talk about Chiefs. Chiefs gonna do anything this year?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
they're going to win the division.
Okay, wait a minute. No, they're not. Raiders are.
In my opinion, the Chiefs are going to win the division. 11-5 for the Chiefs.
And then out the first round, just like every single year in the
Okay,
playoffs.
I'm fine with it.
Oh, who's on it? Is Charles back? Charles is back.
They still have a very good defense.
Homeboy back. Wide receiver. Eagles.
Yeah, Macklin.
Macklin. He's
Macklin.
back, but he'll be hurt again. Probably a week.
3.
They got a very good tight end, Kelsey.
Great tight end. Quarterback, safe.
Pause, by the way.
They drafted, what's his name, who's a good quarterback, who definitely, shite, not Stanford.
I don't remember.
I can't remember, but he's like a better
I
version.
mean, Alex Smith is starting, obviously.
Yeah,
But
I think he's like a better version of Alex Smith. I can't think of his name right now. Or maybe they picked him up. Maybe not drafted. I don't know. Oh, I'm talking about Foles. They picked up Foles.
Oh, they
Foles,
said
Foles,
drafted,
whatever.
yeah.
But they did draft somebody.
he's
though.
a Wildcat, but
No, they drafted somebody. I don't know. Sneaker comparison. Let's start simple. Who would you compare the Chiefs to, sneaker wise?
The Kansas City Chiefs.
If you say Air Force One all whites, yo,
because Kansas City
I would
is
compare the
an
Kansas
all-white
City Chiefs to
what you got? Stress, boy, stress.
to the
Actually, Stan Smith would not be a bad one because the Chiefs won They were at the very beginning of the NFL's history. They were the second best team, and now they're really good again. So it's back.
Georgia's doing a lot of your work, bro. Georgia's doing a lot of your
Flyknit
work.
Air
this
Max
week.
1.
I can't.
Because just when you thought the Air Max was dead, it's reinvented. The rebirth of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Doing a lot of selling
He sound like a car
cookies.
salesman.
He should
Bruh.
be.
The Chiefs, if I had to pick anything the Chiefs to compare it to, yeah, Stanford guy, Hogan. If I had to
Alright,
pick,
yeah, he sucks.
If I had to Kevin Hogan, if I had to pick anybody who, I'd probably pick like a weak Timberland boot. You could throw them
Just
joints on.
bland.
You throw them joints on every single day, and but at the very end they'll fail you. They just boots. They're just heavy boots. You throw them joints on in the morning, and by the end of the day, you're like, yo, these joints are just big, bulky, and suck. All right.
Well, no, I can't use that.
A non-steel toe wheat boot
non-steel toe wheat boot. At the end of the day, you got
that you wear
stains on it, water drops.
a wheat Wolverine non-steel toe work boot.
Oh, what you got? Who you can think?
Dickie boot.
Chiefs. George.
What?
Compare
What shoe?
Chiefs to.
Oh, so he's taking the one that I gave him?
No. I took Flyknit Air Max 1s.
Oh, okay. Well, Stan Smith is a good one. All the sneakers you got, you came in here with Reebok Classic and Stan. You don't even own a Stan Smith.
I do too.
Oh, no, you do. But you just bought that.
We should be
I
doing
have had Stan Smiths for years.
We should be doing the Cowboys today because I got a good one for the Cowboys. I'm
Oh,
gonna
I
tell
got
you.
a great one for the Cowboys. All
I
right.
got
It
a
ain't
great
better
one for
than
the
mine.
Cowboys too.
angry. I got a great one for the
Cowboys too.
I got a great one for my
Birkenstocks.
team. All right.
Nobody
because
wants
I know my team is untrustworthy, so I'm not even gonna say it. We're gonna say that for another week. Broncos, good this year, playoffs.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
They can't
But it's
make the
hard to
playoffs.
say.
I think it
because
depends.
Peyton Manning
it
sucked
depends.
last year.
It depends
They won
if,
the Super Bowl.
if Paxton Lynch is any good. If Paxton Lynch is any good,
Not gonna play though.
how do you know? You never know. By week 5, he could be the starter.
Yeah, but
It's not like he's going to stop practicing between.
Yeah,
now
but
and
by
then.
week 5, if he becomes a starter, that means they're 0-5. Then they're not gonna play him.
Not
they're
if,
gonna
not
play.
if they're like 2-2 and Sanchez is just trash. We already
Yeah,
know
but
he's
they'll play.
trash.
They'll play. What's his name before him? Is that what's his name? The guy that was there already, Sensei, whatever his name is, white dude. That might be the starter.
The sensei.
Whatever his name
Nah,
is.
Sanchez.
Oh, well, did they say that already?
He started the first preseason game. I mean, I'm just saying, like, who's their starter right now? I'm not saying he's going to be the starter for the season. Their defense is going to be the best defense in the league and will carry them. It's going to be between them and the Raiders for a wild card spot, I think.
Seaman, Trevor Seaman, whatever his name is. I don't know what this geek's name is. F you ain't your Stan Smith. Yo, Reebok Classics.
I'm going to say the defense, number 1 defense in the league, number 32 offense in the league.
They're gonna
Actually,
suck.
them and Cleveland, 2 worst
They'll
offenses.
suck. Sneaker comparison, simple. Broncos.
The Broncos.
Wait, what's the record? What their record gonna be?
10-6.
10-6.
10-6. Playoffs too.
It's going to be on the borderline. We're going to see.
That means you have zero faith in your Raiders. You got
No,
the
not
Chiefs
zero
winning the
faith. I got to
division.
see Carr do it for an entire season instead of 8 games. He did it for 8 games last year.
Nah, they're
And
division winners.
and Amari Cooper led the league in drops. You got to catch the football.
It was a rookie though.
That's why I'm saying I need to see it.
He takes a lot of passes over the middle too, though. Sometimes I think.
Well, he was hurt last year, so we'll see if that makes a
We'll
difference.
see. Who do you compare the Broncos to? Simple.
The Air Jordan 7.
And why?
I hadn't thought that far.
All right.
Cause it's like a shoe that you want to like, but you always find a reason to hate it.
Nah.
And like there's like times like I wanted to root for the Broncos, but I've always hated the Broncos.
I've never ever one time in my life been like, I might root for them.
Well, of course not. Like I never would root ever for the Steelers, but like they're in my division, so that doesn't count for you. But it's like I want to like sevens and like people like them, but I
thought
just
you
can't.
like sevens.
My comparison
I don't
is
like sevens.
Mexican leather sandal.
Yes, from Sinaloa.
Exactly.
I don't know, man. They're.
You're not going to get a fair comparison from me, so you might as well just
Broncos are like, I would say like a slide, like a Adidas slide or something. You can just always count on it. You keep that mug at the front door. You just put it on, go to the mailbox. You can always count on it. It's there. That's how I can
go to the mailbox.
You just, oh crap! I gotta go to the store real quick. Pick the kids. You throw your slides on, pick the kids up, come back home.
The only time I
Go
like the
get milk.
Broncos is when they had Jake Plummer.
You like your. If we did top 10 our favorite NFL players, your list would be wild. McNabb, Jake Plummer,
Phillip Rivers.
Phillip Rivers.
He said McNabb.
Andre Rison.
He didn't say that.
He said McNabb.
Oh.
He
Andre
said
Rison.
Andre Rison. Jeez, jeez. I do like Rison, but chill.
Andre Rison was a G.
Yeah,
He was such a G that he got his house burned down.
Well, he's a G for getting his house burned down and taking it like a G because he took it like a G because he took it better than I would have. Anything else? Nothing else you guys want to discuss?
That was it. Just Stan Smith, Reebok Classics,
All right, man.
Gucci flip flops.
All right, well, that's it. George, anything else?
Nothing.
Ryan?
I'm excited
That was
for this football season to start.
Start.
College and pro. I know Simple is
College is Dookie.
he doesn't like college, so he's not a man.
God.
College is Dookie.
He's
what's
not a male,
happening this
he's a
weekend?
female.
Ben had those fests?
Been had those fests this weekend.
Is that on the? That's on the
August
20th?
20th from noon to 7.
Free.
Check it out. Be there. Be square. Go out. Buy yourself some Stan Smiths. Get a 49ers Kaepernick jersey. Wear it. That's the sneak
That's
diss.
literally the worst outfit on earth. Like the anti-hype beast.
I can't believe he had the nerve to say Travis Benjamin.
Travis Benjamin is like their sleeper.
Well, that's fine to
No,
say
you
that.
mean he's asleep.